10-1 Aquasox. We make our way to the top of the 8th inning, and the Canadians bullpen door swung open for the third time tonight. Enter Luke Gillingham, a left-hander from the U.S. Naval Academy, who's been fantastic for the Canadians out of the bullpen so far this season. Gillingham with the number 17. Going to try and throw up another 0 here on the board, and if they do, it'll be the third straight scoreless frame for the Canadians. But again, a lot of crooked numbers early for the Everett Aquasox, who lead this one 10-1. He'll face the 4, 5, 6 in the order. Trent Tingelstad, Cade Barlow, and Robert Perez, and all three of those guys with base hits in this game, at least one of them. Tingelstad, the All-Star, came into the game hitting .238. The story, by the way, on the guy pitching right there, Luke Gillingham, is extraordinary. Blue Jays signed him, and then he took 2 years off to go serve his country south of the border, and was on a USS Destroyer for the better part of a year and a half, and didn't even pick up a baseball.
Wow.
So imagine that, not playing baseball at all for 2 years because you're on the boat deck, coming back and starting from scratch.
That's pretty impressive, and more power to him, for him to be able to go out there and serve his country.
Well, the velocity is also starting to return. Fastball in for a strike at 87 miles an hour. He's a left-hander with a little bit of feel. Little dribbler out towards the third baseman, and it just takes a crazy hop and makes its way into left field. And boy, that might sum up the night for the Vancouver Canadians. This ballpark is immaculate, and that might be the first tough hop I think I've seen all season on this infield. And it just happened to catch right where the dirt and the grass meet, the lip of the field, if you will. And all of a sudden, crosses up Trevor Schwecke at third. Look at this right here, and it hits and oop, just scoots off and makes its way to left.
It's just that type of night.
It is.
That type of night.
That's all you can do. So now the pitch misses, and it's got to be a hit. And you can't take that away from Trent Tingelstad, who is now 2 for 4 in this game. Base hit number 16 for the Everett Aquasox. Left-hander winds and works. Pitch foul back, and the count goes to 1-1. Want to talk about a long night that gets longer? Canadians, after this game, win, lose, or draw, are going to board the bus for 8 hours and make their way down south. They might need a couple of these. This 8th inning is brought to you by Steamworks, Vancouver's original steam brewery. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, the Canadians will shower up. They'll get themselves a quick bite to eat, and the Universal Coach Line bus will be fully gassed and waiting for them to drive them south. Pitch foul back, 1-2.
And that's the best part about this game. There's a tomorrow. You get to put on that uniform again and start from scratch and hopefully come out with a W.
Well, tomorrow we'll be on the campus of the University of Oregon.
Is that where they play?
That's right on the PK Park field. There's a little lofter into shallow center, and guess what? It dropped. Base hit for Cade Barlow, who's now 2 for 5 in this game. Runner at first and second with nobody out. That was like pulling the right wedge out of the golf bag and hitting the perfectly placed chip shot just beyond the second baseman and right in front of both the center and right fielder. Everybody is swinging it tonight for the Everett Aquasox. 10 runs on 17 hits. My daughter plays volleyball, my daughter Jada. She wants to play one day at the University of Oregon. So I'm going to go home, grab her, and we're going to drive down there as well.
Nice.
She's going to get a tour of the campus tomorrow.
That's awesome. It's a beautiful. Well, actually, I've been to the baseball stadium and I've been to the football stadium. And
well, the football stadium, Outson Stadium, is pretty nasty.
Oh, yeah.
They say it's the 5th loudest stadium in college football.
It is awesome.
First pitch is a fastball that is swung on and missed. Count goes to 0-1. I just think when you're a kid in high school, if you can at least plant the seed of, hey, if you work hard, this is a possibility. I think that bodes well for you.
It's a good job by you right there. Just letting you know that, hey, this is possible.
1 ball and 1 strike. You know, I'll tell you this. She does pretty well in school. You could take all of my grades from every year and tie them all together, and it probably wouldn't be as good as her one report card. I too skip geography. Here's a pitch in for a strike, and the count goes to 1-2. Aquasox put this one on ice real early. 4 runs in the top of the second, 3 in the third, and just for good measure, another 3-run inning in the 5th. Pitch fouled back, still 1-2. Canadians broke the shutout bid in the bottom of the 6th, and they did it in very eye-pleasing fashion. A home run from Trevor Schwecke that went far over the Hayall porch in left field. But that's it. As the Aquasox have out-hit the Canadians 17-6 in this one tonight. Bit of a hack swing, and yes, I think he did go. It was a base umpire summoned and not even. So Robert Perez is down on strikes, and that is the nastiness of the breaking pitch right there for the left-hander Luke Gillingham. And even though Gillingham's been touched up for a couple of lazy base hits in this one, you can still see the bones of a pretty good left-handed pitcher.
Yes, you can. And it's like I said, it's been that type of night for the Aquasox where they're just finding holes here, holes there, jam shots, but they've also put up great at-bats. So you got to give credit to them. 17 hits they have up there are no fluke. But yeah, what we've seen out of Gillingham here is he's staying with it and he's still making good pitches. So I always like to root for pitchers, and I hope he gets a nice little 4.63 or 6.43 right here, and we're out of this inning.
I'm going to go 5.43.
Okay.
How about that for a strike? Count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. Gillingham admits that he doesn't have the velocity right now that's going to dazzle anybody. His goal, and he said it right from day one, was to keep the ball in the lower third of the strike zone. That's all he wanted to do. As the pitch fouled off, now the count goes to 1-2. And there's a humility with Gillingham that he understands that he's going to be behind certain pitchers at this level. And yes, he is a little bit older, and he will probably have to be near perfect in order to catch the eye of the Toronto Blue Jays. But his maturity and his consistency have been his best friend this year. Pretty good pitch. Caught it on the outer third. And that is the 2nd straight strikeout. This time Cash Gladfelter, who now strikes out for the 4th time in this game, makes his way back towards the first base dugout. 2 on, but now 2 out for Carter Binns.
What is that called? The golden sombrero?
4? Yeah, I think there's a golden sombrero in there somewhere. 5 is platinum.
Platinum.
6 is pink slip in the old locker stall.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine having an 0 for 6 night with 6 Ks. There's a ball that twists in for a strike, and the count goes to 0-1.
I'm going to that manager and saying, hey, I'm having the next 2 days off.
So you're taking the initiative. Before he can say it to you, you're saying it to him. Well, 1 is swung on and missed.
You got to love what you're saying out of Gillingham right here. Just like you said, he wants to live on that down part of the plate, and he's doing it with that nice fastball and that changeup.
Gillingham kicks and fires, and a pitch that's just fouled off. Ten runs on 17 hits for the Aquasox of Everett, who are looking for the series victory and have put themselves in a pretty good position to do just that. He's a fastball that got him. Boy, reared back and fouled it. So after C9 singles from both Tingelstad and Marlowe, strikeouts of Perez, Gladfelter, and Binns. A full house. And the Canadians have now struck out 14 Aquasox. Boy, feast or famine for the Canadians. We will find our way to the bottom of the 8th, but first let us get you caught up. Here's a little bit more of what's still to come with Caroline Frolic.
Yeah, guys, there are only 10 home games left here at the Nat. Just 10. We've got a couple of promotions to tell you about on August the 19th. The first 500 fans get a C's rally towel. We could use some of those tonight, if you know what I'm saying. And on the 26th, that's a week later, the first 2,500 fans get an official C's team photo. So go to CanadiansBaseball.com and get your tickets now. And I mean now, like I'm not being cute when I tell you tickets go fast. This place consistently sells out. Look behind me, consistently sells out. Canadian Baseball, CanadiansBaseball.com. Now, am I right, Rob, Ricky?
Yeah, tickets are at a premium, that's for sure. She's having a good time tonight. Caroline Frolic, what a thrill to have her joining us here on this broadcast. Still laughing, right?
Oh,
all the way.
She's always full of energy. Good energy.